Hello, people, and welcome aboard to follow yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championship match, this time between Tutejšyja and Taiwan. Apologies already, we are a bit behind on the schedule. I was initially not exactly sure what I was going to stream today, but I will be streaming this Tutejšyja, Taiwan. I will be streaming France, Vietnam, and also Malaysia, Latvia. So it is going to be a good few hours with about a half an hour break in between. And yeah, we'll stream all those. Now, just the lineups very quickly. Vasimir versus Hotly, Pushkin BLR versus Mr. One, Sova versus Penguin EM, Gladky Alex versus Eyeball, and Evax versus Sakuraki. Now, at the moment, the classification is so that Tutejšyja and Taiwan both have one win and have played one match, so both are in a great position, and a second win for either one would mean a lot. As per usual, if you want to see a specific match featured, then let me know in the chat and we will take a look at that. Well, let's start with Pushkin. Yep, this is the right one. And let's have a look at the situation. So, we have Pushkin 22 points ahead, which is a very considerable amount. With 4 extra meeples also, whereas one has very unfortunate looking cities, has a 12-point city or a 5-point city that could be 12 if completed, but looks like it is about to be blocked, except that Pushkin does not get a blocking tile, so one will have at least one more chance to save that city. There are still 3 city caps that go in here, 1 vanilla city cap and 2 tube dividers. But as it stands, one does not get a tile to make the save, but does get a meeple back, and also gets 1 more point to the monastery. Pushkin still not getting a blocking tile, but he's gonna be able to start harassing this situation here because there is still 1 divider, so that could be used for one to get a meeple back, or maybe to go here and try to actually finish this city. One more point for one's monastery, and Pushkin is still not able to block this city, which looks to be super unfortunate. One also not just getting a one point to their monastery, but preparing a 5-point road to be taken when he completes the monastery. And since there are still 3 starting tiles remaining, there is a very high chance that one will get this meeple back, and is also now able to save the city, which is perfect for him. So now he has 3 tiles to go here, 2 tube dividers and 1 extender with a shield. So things are looking not that... Oh. Oh. Well, I was gonna say things are not looking that bad for that bad for one, but this is this meeple on this 1 point city is an over investment, to say at least. It should never be done. Never. Because you only have 3 tiles to get or to finish the city. And now you have 2 meeples stuck in there waiting for one of those 3 tiles, which might never come, instead of 1 meeple waiting. And judging by the size of the field, which is looking to be maybe even 12 points or 9 points, it looks like it might be worth fighting for. But you can't fight it. But you can't fight for it with only 1 meeple. You just can't. Well, I guess as a silver lining, there is the situation that even though one has only 1 meeple, he has a lot of very useful tiles that he can use. The divider over here, he can use the starting tile. He can get a 9-point monastery. He can use the tube divider. He can use the extender. So there are a lot of high impact tiles for one to use. But unfortunately, Pushkin does draw one of the 2 remaining tube dividers. So now only 2 tiles remain in this square. Is able to get some compensation in the form of 4 points though, and I'm sure that one would very much like to have a road, or maybe a triple city, or just something either on the right or to the left to try and harass this city, because he needs to make stuff happen, and he needs to make stuff happen quite fast because of Pushkin's meeple advantage and point advantage. I mean, plus 13, 20, 12, 14, 9, 8, 3, 2, plus 2, and I will assume the field is shared. So plus 2 points and 3 more meeples. This certainly helps. So now one will be plus 4, and only 2 meeples behind. So this is already considerably better situation than it was just a second ago. Also gets the road monastery for 9 points. It does complete the road of Pushkin, but I think we still take the monastery points and not attack the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, who knows? Like, we could get a field crossroad. Exactly. There are 3 field crossroads remaining, so we could get one of those and just take a 6-point road like we now get. We should be absolutely going here. Meanwhile, Pushkin takes the second out of the 3 remaining tiles that fit into here, Now there's only one tube divider to go over here, and you see the issue with this meeple more and more as it's looking very slim chance to get either of these meeples back. But one, I think, absolutely has to take this road, as there are still a ton of tiles to that fit here, and I don't think one will have the luxury of just waiting for maybe another field crossroad and taking the points later, because there are still also starting tiles and straight roads which Pushkin could just use over here and prolong the road. So he does the suggested move exactly on time. Whoa! But this is a super wild meeple, which I don't think Pushkin needs to do, because you can see that all the three daggers have gone, so this connection can be blocked with only one tile. This is I think this is a super unnecessary risk that Pushkin is taking, and if he does not get the connection completed soon, then he might be in trouble. But he does connect, but he does connect it very soon, and well, to be more precise, he connects it immediately. So kind of unfortunate for one, perhaps, that he was not able to block the connection. Although how many tiles were there even to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, one field triangle, the tube divider, no triple cities, I think. Actually, one triple city also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 city caps in total. So he had like 5 tiles to block this connection. Oh, that's super unfortunate that one did not get to make this immediate, very costly payment for Pushkin's radical action that he did not need to do. Well, one is now plus 10 on the scoreboard. Is plus 15, plus 16, 21, 22, 17, 11, 5. Well, this is actually only a 6-point field. So, as it stands, one is only 1 point behind. Only one single point. And it's not looking even that bad for him, as he can get the divider still, or he can get the tube divider and get two of his meeples out. I think one at the moment can just focus on taking points. 3 points over here. And also, if he gets the divider, then he can also lay down on the 6-point field. I mean, in all honesty, one's position is not even bad. But he decides to take 2 points instead and creates a platform to do some wild stuff for to Pushkin City, but I don't think that is the priority. I mean, I think just 3 points would be better. Although, when he really has like just 2 super high impact tiles, it might not actually matter if it is 2 or 3 points, because this also does come with extra benefits. If he just gets one of those 2 tiles, then I think one is gonna be looking very, very good in this match, or in this game. Takes a 5-point road, which is completely, actually completely fine. Still needs to meeple the road. Okay, good. Okay, Pushkin gets the divider. Now only one high impact tile. But if one gets this at least early on, then one is going to be looking quite good. Because even though it's going to be a 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points minus 6, because it's creating 2 cities to Pushkin's field, then it's still going to be, plus 4 points and 2 meeples back. But if Pushkin gets that tube divider, then we are in trouble, in big trouble. Now, do we need to block this city or this city? Not entirely sure. I think we need to block this one. Like, just so that Pushkin cannot use the tube divider, right? Because we can make a complete block with this tile, because all of the 3 daggers with the left-hand side curve are out. But is he gonna attack the field? Well, like, he's super, super banking on the fact that he is gonna get the tube divider. But if he doesn't get it, then what's he gonna do? And he doesn't even get the tube divider, and I think this is gonna be. Actually, I don't just think, this is undoubtedly gonna be a huge, just a massive tile for Pushkin, and I think, and this is definitely going to be the final nail in the coffin. And it's very unfortunate that Pushkin drew all 3 tiles that one needed here, but still, I'm gonna highly criticize the extra meeple that was added to this 1-point city, because it was not needed. It was an unnecessary risk, just super greedy move that did not pay off in any way. One gets 8 points, connects to the 6-point field, and connects and gets 2 more points to his road. But it's just not gonna be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. There is still a field crossroad that goes over here, and that would be horrible for one, because then Pushkin would be getting a majority on the field again. Does not get it, at least yet. So there's a 50% chance that one has that field crossroad in hand. No, wait, actually, I've been hallucinating. There is no field crossroad. All of them are on the board, so there is no tile that fits here. So this was a fine move, but still not gonna be enough, given that this tube divider did not fall in the hands of one. Well, he does manage to get the city cap that goes into here. I'm not sure what the final tile is, but it might actually be some sort of city cap. 1, 2, 3, and it is 7 points worth to Pushkin. So I wouldn't call this like a highly unfortunate loss for one. I think he basically laid his own death sentence with this extra 1 point. With this extra 1 point meeple. This one I don't know how it has evolved, but this one might have been just a bit unlucky. Maybe like first here, and then also Pushkin drawing the second divider. But like overall, I think like one definitely had chances. Like still in the end game, just didn't draw any of the tiles that he really needed. But with that said, Pushkin takes the first point and puts Tutejšyja on the game scoreboard. Hello, Amiris. Yeah, not the wrong time. I was just late to the party, as I wasn't aware of what I was going to be actually streaming today. I had not decided. Thank you for the updates on the games. So, Penguin 1-0 and Eyeball 1-0, Hotly 1-0. And so far looking like this is going Taiwan's way. Also Ewax taking a point, so quite an even scoreboard at the moment. Sakurakin being the star player. I'm not aware of Sakurakin too much. Oh, it was actually a tie. Star player meaning that I missed the one T. The start player, not the star player. But I mean, both could be true in a sense. Hi, Clavier. Yeah, so Sakurakin was the starting player, so Evax takes the point. So why don't we watch the second game of these players? Looks like they are at least very soon about to start. Okay. So far looking like we can expect a very tight match. 2 and 3 in games at the moment. And also given that both teams have won their first match, it's no doubt that both teams certainly will be thirsting for that second win and for that opportunity to be in a very good spot regarding the future games. I mean, having two match wins against having 2 match wins out of 2 matches played is like just a fantastic stuff. Means that you don't really have that much pressure on your back, unlike the teams that have lost 2 matches out of 2 matches played. Meaning, at least in this same in the same group, it is going to be Finland and actually, I'm not. Is Finland actually the only team that has lost 2 matches? I'm not sure. Actually, I think it is, but there are still matches to come today. So okay, so 4 points for the road to Sakuragi, and meanwhile, Evax calmly just starts a new city and completes the previous one. I actually rather like this defensive move by Evax, indirectly protecting this city, making it harder for Sakuragi to actually attack it, removing the triple city with a road and starting tiles. But well, yeah. Removing those 3 tiles, I don't think Evax will. I don't think Sakuragi will be too eager to use starting tiles anymore on this city, as it's looking like this is never going to be completed, or at least it is going to require a lot of work. Instead, here is a 50-50 block, only 1 triple city with a road remaining. So this meeple, if not gonna be blocked for the rest of the game, is at least going to be waiting for that 1 triple city with a road for likely a long time. I imagine Evax will defend it. Or maybe he's just gonna let it go and take a city. Decides not to. Wants to rely on getting that triple city. But I'm not sure if that's worth it, because it doesn't look like he's going to be able to complete the city at all at any point, because this will just require so many tiles to be placed, so many valuable tiles, and yeah, it's just gonna be kept as a ruin. Okay, Evax taking the first field of the game for 9 points. Not sure how urgent that was, given that there are 2 9-point fields able to be taken with any curve. A straight road. This field can be attacked. And as it stands, Evax is in a meeple disadvantage. Having this one meeple trapped in this 1-point city. Also a monastery trapped along with this ruin. Trapped as in, I don't think Sakuragi will have too many wild ideas of placing anything over here or over here. So Evax only has 2 tiles to get his meeple back, assuming that he will also continue Sakuragime's city by at least 1 point over here as well. Maybe with a road Dorito at some point. And it seems like there's gonna be a lot of separate fields in this game. Looks to be like another 9-point field is brewing over here. Don't take the field, take the points. Fantastic, fantastic. Because you do not want to take the points as these two fields can be unified, and there's only one tile to go over here, which Sakuragin can use to take this 9-point field, or if Ivax finds another straight road, he can take the 9-point field and then not have to worry about these fields getting unified, instead getting to keep at least this 9-point field as its own, even if this 9-point field would get attacked at a later stage. Just a simple 4-point road for Sakuragim to be put into progress. And Ivax, I assume, will be just taking 2 points as he does. Mm, 4 points for Sakurakim, surely. Yep. And just create more fields. Then maybe on his next turn find a straight road or something and go over here and take the field. Or go over here and take the field. In any case, I think almost any tile that fits here, I think Sakurakin will use it to this very place and drop a farmer. Later, he will surely also go over here and drop a farmer to try and attack this 9-point field from this 6-point field. Oh, but Evox is faster. Okay. This is interesting. So Evox decides to limit his city a little bit, but takes the 6-point field first. And I think his thought process must be that there are such a small amount of city caps with a road remaining that it's not worth to keep it as a chance. Although that's not entirely true, because although there is only one starting tile, there are still all 3 daggers with the right hand side curve that go over that would have gone over here, but now they do not. But why takes 3 points over there when you can? I think that's it. That has to be a mistake from Evax. It's so much better to take the 3 points from here and avoid Sakurakim from attacking to this 9-point field. Because if you take the 3 points and just direct a road towards the top, then the only tile that Sakurakin can take this field with is a crossroad, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There would only be one tile remaining to do that, whereas now this 6-point field can be taken with any road tile. And it might still cause a minor headache for Evax. Although it is also possible that Evax will find like a road monastery, go over here and just expand this field by 6 points and maybe unify these fields to be as one. There are a lot of wild options that can still happen. Oh, I think a great move for Sakurakin could actually be, going over here and just doing nothing. Finds a great move because all three daggers with the left-hand side curve are gone. All three city crossroads are gone. And there is only one singular starting tile that goes over here and finishes this city. There are also quite many road Doritos gone. 3 of them, so only 2 remain to fit this square, plus the triple city with a road, but that tile Evax already needs elsewhere. This move also prevents the threat of that road monastery and the field expansion, which also works perfectly according to the plans of Sakuraki. Nice move by Evax. Pre-completing this city, hoping to get one of the 2 remaining road Doritos. And also this city will be trapped in at just 1 point as Sakuraki manages to find the triple city with a road. And maybe like therefore these saves are not so worthwhile to be made when you know that there is only 1 tile to go there and there were available city caps to be taken and started a new city with a shielded tile that you could have actually completed on the very next turn for 8 additional points. So with that in mind, it might be so that it was, or actually it not just might be, but it was actually a huge loss of points as Evax on the very next turn got this city cap that he used to take 4 points with, so that's -4, and then because of this it's like -8 because you were not able to make the 8-point city. So -12 move essentially, like if you want to be like super uh, super non-optimistic about, I'm not sure what word I should use here, but anyways, you get the point. Could have scored a lot more points with this tile instead of just giving a 50-50 shot to make a ruin which he cannot really effectively threaten to complete. Evax also would have loved to get this juicy road monastery spot, but now I mean, he could still do it, but now it will come at a threat of getting that one meeple blocked, as this is, I think, the last remaining monastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this square could essentially be blocked into a monastery of any kind. Do you go over here? I mean, Evax thinks it's worthwhile to do, and Sakuragi now gets the starting tile, gets to lay down on this 9-point field, and actually this is a very important tile to get because there are still multiple vanilla city caps with which Sakuragimi can get this meeple back, and it will also bring this city to this 9-point field, extending or expanding the field from 9 points to 12 points, whereas now it will be a shared 12-point field. Evax has to decide what to do with a tube divider. Not really anywhere he can use it productively. Gets his city blocked also. Does get a small compensation in the form of 4 points, but is it gonna be enough? I rather doubt it actually, because Sakuragami is having a 6-point lead. Is this a mistake? Are there triangles? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's at least one triangle, so still a very much doable move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No triple cities, no dividers, so one tile only that goes here. Sakuragin gets a long road for himself, like for 9 points. And in the meanwhile, Evax just getting the quick points, but so are they enough? So plus 7, plus 14, 15, 17, 13, 5, minus 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, minus 16 points. And it's looking quite horrible, to be totally honest. Okay, there are no starting tiles or city crossroads that Evax could use to attack this shared this field with. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Well, Sakuragami will be taking... Actually, he's not going to be taking anything, because there are no road ends that he can use to score points with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Still 3 curves out of 5 tiles, so this looks quite juicy actually. This is also the final remaining crossroad, so this cannot be blocked, and Sakurakim is... Actually, he's not 100% certain getting one of those 3 curves, but it's very unlikely that he does not get it. So, and because you are also so much ahead, I mean, if you just go like here, just for like being flashy, but you don't need to be flashy though. And Evax will not be able to use this spot to connect to the field via crossroad, because there will be no crossroads. So actually, I think what Sakura Game needs to do is to prevent any scoring opportunities, and how he does that is that he goes over here. He goes over here, and then if Evax feels wild and still goes over here, drops a farmer, then this spot could then immediately be blocked to a crossroad, blocking that farmer and leaving it to only 0 points. He does go for the loop though. Feels like this 9-point field is gonna be essential. but he's not getting a curve. Still 2 curves in the deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, still 2 curves. But Evax gets the extender, which means that Sakurakin will have a curve in hand. And this small risk pays off for 9 points for flashy moves. And Evax, unfortunately, was not able to connect to this 12-point field, and this field meeple was therefore wasted. Still a good move though, because Evax could assume or assume, hope, whatever you want to call it, that Sakurakin gets like the extender, places it here, and then there are still 2 daggers to fit into here. So actually a super great spot to attack the field from. It was almost entirely unblockable, but Sakurakim unfortunately got the only tile that was able to be used for immediate complete block. Now fear not though, as that 12-point field would not have been enough for Evax. So there's that. And it is going to be so that Sakurakim gets the point, and the score is now 1-1 between these players. Eyeball 2-0. Okay. And Taiwan therefore goes into 1-0 lead. Let's also just quickly check. And another tie. Yeah, okay. Let's just quickly view the game replay. Choose this player. And yeah, Gladkey was the starting player indeed. I have faith in the, I do have faith in the chat, but I still like to make sure that I'm not getting trolled. Okay, so first point for Taiwan, and let's take a look at how Vasimir is doing. Seems to be done with the games. Hotly taking a win against the... Actually, I'm not sure if Vasimir is the captain of Tutejšyja. He might not be. But in any case, Taiwan leads now 2-0 with a 3-point win, but it doesn't matter, as it doesn't matter by how much you win. It just matters if you win or if you lose. Okay, Sova. Also done. With 3 games, only taking 39 minutes from these players to play 3 games. That is super fast. But Penguin takes the crown and also scores the 3rd match point for Taiwan, and therefore Taiwan has already been declared as the winner of this match. A super quick match so far. And so who do we have left then? I mean, we have the Evax Sakurakim decider match, of course. Let's see how Pushkin has done. Okay, so one has won the second game, but actually no buts. It has been a decider, or not has been yet, but it will be a decider as one evens out the score to 1-1. So we have two deciders. So let's just because Sakurakin and Ivax have already started, let's watch the decider between them. A long road for Ivax and is attacking the city of Sakuraki. Also a second city for Sakuraki needing two triangles to be completed, but also very easily attackable. I don't think Ivax will attack with this tile though. You know what? He might actually go over here and add a second people. Decides not to do it. I can understand that. Because there is still a possibility that Sakurakim just gets a divider and earns a 14-point field. And then Ivax would have 3 meeples waiting in this square for their road Dorito, which would not be too pleasant, given that there would be no huge reward. Stacked monasteries for Ivax, looking juicy. And now I think we go here. I think we go here and we threaten the completion of the city, but why from that side? No, definitely has to be done from the other side. And I cannot believe. I cannot believe this. So, okay, first of all, Sakuragi makes it from the wrong side. Has to be made from this side because this city is gonna get attacked most often. And when it does, then the attack must be made from this square, and which means that this square will be not filled, and it will tie 2 meeples from Evax, both the monastery and the city, whereas it will tie only 1 meeple from Sakuraki, whereas now, if the attack is made from this side, it will tie only 1 meeple from Evax upon making the attack. Also, I think a huge mistake by Evax not attacking this city with the dagger, instead just taking 2 points and making sure that this square does not get restricted to a dagger and that only 1 dagger remains, but there is still that 1 dagger remaining, so it would not be a full block, and this city is just so dangerous to be left alone that you just can't give a free like 12-point city to your opponent. You have to attack it. You absolutely have to attack it. And also now Sakurakin has been able to get a meeple of his own to this road, which kind of renders all this stuff not worthy for Ivax. And instead, he has lost an attacking opportunity to this city. And now has to worry about how is he actually going to attack it, because it doesn't seem like he's getting the city tiles. Or like he actually had another city tile that he could have used, but he's still not attacking the city. which I think is like has to be a mistake. Multiple mistakes at this point. Is he now gonna attack the city? I hope he is. Okay, maybe he could potentially. Okay, now he attacks the city. Also, could have potentially maybe gone even here now that Sakura-Kim is threatening to overrun this road of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points, which will not be very beneficial for Ivax if that threat comes into fruition, but does draw a crossroad. Fortunately for himself, and is able to prevent that threat from being executed. Should now get just a meeple back from his monastery, because there is only one dagger that fits into this square, and he should not risk this square being restricted to that dagger, with two meeples being possibly trapped. Sakura-Kim manages to score a 14-point city. Not sure why this is taking even this long for him to place the tile here. There is nothing else that he should do. And I don't think there is gonna be nothing else that he will do. Like, he will go here. Yeah. I mean, this feels like just one of those moments when you have the like when you just have the right tile in your hand and you just want to inflict maximum damage to your opponent. Like, kind of saying like, look what I got. I have a point scoring tile. Something like this. So, Evox continues to make new cities, continues to make the 4-point cities, gets quick points. Sakura-Kim probably going here, or maybe here and dropping a second farmer. I think both will work quite decently, because this also creates the threat of blocking the monastery. And he does it. And Evox just completes yet another city. Calmly completes yet another city. I think. I'm not really sure what else he's gonna do. Like, I guess you could argue that just starting another city is fine, but it's really not, because I think at this point you want to complete the city and start fighting for this field, because you have 3 meeples at the moment. When you complete the city, you'll have 4 meeples. As long as you don't make the mistake that you complete the city and drop a farmer immediately on this tile, because I think that's gonna be a mistake, because it's gonna be easily blockable, and then you would have to use so many tiles to go to like loop all the way from here. Oh, Ah, yeah, of course. I did somehow miss the fact that uh, this monastery was under the threat of being blocked. Even though I said that like just a minute ago that when making this move it's gonna threaten to block the monastery, but then I just apparently kind of threw that out the window and was like, you know, nothing else he should do. Yeah, well, yeah, I think this is actually a better move, considering that there was most likely still a plentiful amount of city caps remaining. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, still 9 city caps remaining, actually 10 city caps at the time of placing the tile. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would actually like this move maybe to be done with a farmer to start fighting for the field. However, plus 10 for evacs, and this city is probably gonna be shared at some point. Then this will be 9 points, so plus 1 equal and minus 6. Only minus 6 and has 3 meeples more, so yeah, actually he doesn't even need to fight for the field. He can just score his own features. Maybe even like lay down on to this field with a city cap that he gets at some point. Then complete this, get a 6-point field at least, maybe a 9-point field. Stuff like this, and this is a huge mistake by Sakuragi. A huge mistake. He's uh, he's like anticipating a farmer, an influx of farmers coming from evacs, but he fails to realize that the point situation for evacs is actually decent enough that he doesn't even need to attack this field at all. Both the point situation and the meeple situation. And now this 6-point farmer, which will likely be the third farmer on this field, is going to be such an overcommitment that I think it might be a bit too much actually for Sakuragi to be able to actually get away with. Because now if evacs, does it go here or here? Well, plus 2 plus 11 plus 2 minus 4 minus 10 for 2 meeples. Well, it actually might not be so dire, because now that there is another evil hamster spot, meaning a spot for a road monastery, then Sakuragi might not actually have to go over here for easy 9 points. He can just go over here and not unify any of these farmers. And if he limits this square to also a road monastery, I think he'll be. I think he could actually be just fine. If he just controls this 9-point field with 1 meeple, and then maybe this 12-point field with 2 meeples, I think he'll actually be totally fine. At least if he gets that road monastery. If he doesn't, I think he will have issues still, just because of the meeple advantage of Evax. I don't think we drop a farmer here. I think we just take the points, and Sakurakim will likely be dropping a farmer on this farm very, very soon. Or like not on this farm, but trying to attack it. I think from here would be quite a decent spot actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or from here. But then you still need that road monastery, and it's not gonna increase your chances so heavily. Yeah, I think from here is fine. But actually, can you really afford attacking this field at all? Because for every farmer you drop, Evox can drop like literally 2 more. So this is where the meeple advantage starts to play out. It might be so that Sakuragi might have to bring this farmer or all these farmers to this field and just try and overrun everything in order to win. Because it's already so close to being brought over here. Evax will likely go over here for 6 points and to equalize this farmer, as he does. And now it's only 1 tile away that this guy connects, and then maybe these guys connect through here or through the road monastery, and then it's actually 4 farmers versus 2, and the meeple advantage that Evax has had is going to melt. But he is still +7, even if he would drop 4 farmers. So there's that. Hello, Iwan. Nice to see you here. 2 points on the scoreboard of Evax, and I honestly assume that Sakurakim will now go here. 1, 2, 3, because he has 3 tiles to bring all these farmers to the right. I mean, Sakurakim has to go here. I don't think he has an option. I don't think he has an option. He has to rely on getting. Why? Come on. You have 3 farmers ready to destroy the situation of red by just simply placing 1 curve over here and overrunning and starting to overrun everything with any of the 3 tiles that fit here or here. Actually 2 tiles. Actually 1 tile. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, I was hallucinating. So there is only actually 1 tile that goes over here and brings all the farmers in. But do you have to rely on that? Because you are -9, -14, 26, 17, -5, and you are a meeple down. Uh, ish, maybe. I mean, he honestly might have to rely on that. Now drops the second farmer on the right-hand side field. 10 tiles remaining. I mean, Ivax definitely has to start using his meeples. But where? He doesn't have that great of a spot. Just creates another attacking platform to the right-hand side field. And Sakuragi might have to just resort into going here and leave a straight road spot. 1, 2, 3. There is a starting tile to then fit here. There is no field crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One straight road. And no daggers. So this would be an unblockable field connection with 2 tiles to do that, which doesn't sound bad at all. Plus, this is like the perfect tile to place here because it blocks all the possibilities for Evax to join this field from up here. I mean, but could Sakuragi be considering the option of going over here and dropping another farmer? Huh? Nah. He did not just do that. He did not just do that. Okay, now he can still fix the issue if he goes over here and connects all the farmers and then joins this field. Like brings everything from here to here. It will be still possible for him to fix his major mistake with the city crossroad. Like he needed to go here on his previous tile to prevent this block. Because this is a full block. Nothing goes here now. And this farmer is gonna be trapped for 3 points. Oh no! No, 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 no. I cannot believe it. Oh, and Sakuragi also has overtime. He has negative time. So he has already lost this game. But like this is just a massive mistake in either case. Like he should definitely be going over here and then bringing all these farmers to the right hand side field. I mean, this only gives 3 points when this in itself gives 6 points. But then when you do this, you don't have any future prospects to get to the field. So, but it is negative time and Sakuragi loses this game. Evax takes the first point takes the first match point for Tutejšyja. And Tutejšyja will not leave empty-handed from this match. So that's at least some compensation as they get the tiebreakers. And then let's see how Pushkin and Ivan and one are doing. So they are having the decider. with 9 tiles remaining. And it's plus 10 for 1, plus 16. Also has this field under his control, so 1, 2, 3, plus 25, 26, 23, 28, 14, plus 14 for 1, and it's looking quite good. It's looking quite good indeed. Okay, there is a road monastery left which can go here and which will bring Pushkin to the field. Are there curves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 2 curves. So I think one should be unifying himself to the field as soon as possible from here, even though it will give 3 points to Pushkin because this field is 6 points and this field is 3 points. He needs to he needs to counteract the threat of the road monastery. Perfect tile. Easy 4 points here and leave the and leave the curve spot over here. Or actually, he could also just take a meeple back. But 1, 2, 3. So this city cannot be completed. But I mean, with 6 tiles, you don't need 2 meeples. I think we just go over here and do that. We could also block this road monastery spot, but the monastery can still be placed over here, so it's not really worth using tiles to block these spots. So definitely, I think the move is to go over here and take the 4 points. Plus 14, plus 8. He's plus 8. This would be plus 12. And then even with the monastery, it will be like a maximum of 13 points if gone over here and placed a monastery meeple, or here and monastery meeple. Couple of more cities, and now one can just take 5 points, going over here, finishing the road, and just taking another road. This is looking fantastic for one. Because Pushkin needs a lot of stuff to happen. And I'm just not sure if even that a lot of stuff would be enough. Because there is still the road monastery, and there are 2 curves that go over here, which will all bring the 4th meeple, the 4th farmer of 1 to the field. Now take the road. Take the road. You don't need meeples. Ah. He does not need the meeples. Because he only has 2 tiles remaining. Like this is just a mistake to not take the road. I think. Because he can't score more than 4 points with both of his meeples. He can score an 8-point monastery over here, but not more than 4 points with both meeples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Okay. This is why you always count the tiles more than once, because there are actually no curves remaining at all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So no curves at all. Only the road monastery. Still a good move, just 4 points. Because you don't need meeples. And I still don't think that the road monastery will be enough for Pushkin. Plus 20, 26, 27. 36, 30, 20, 16, 10. So Pushkin can get 13 points with the road monastery, which will put him at plus 3, but one has 2 meeples. And if there is a city cap, one needs to take this city, not unify himself here. Take this city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Take this city. Because I think the only way Pushkin wins is by getting both the city cap and the road monastery. Gets the road monastery, okay. But that's fine, I think. 1. And actually, this city cap, oh, but because the city cap was with a road, oh, it actually wasn't worth. Okay, so the move still would have been over here, purely because of the city cap being with a road. So there was no way to prevent Pushkin from from scoring 7 points to his field if he gets the city cap. So this would have been a better move actually for a net plus 2 points. Now one gonna be getting 3 points from somewhere, but doesn't matter where he takes them. I don't think so, but I'm also not sure what the final tile is. A triple city with a road. That's not gonna be giving more than 3 points to Pushkin, I think. Like here for 3 points. Here for 3 points for the field. I mean anywhere for 3 points for the field. Actually, as a result of these moves, plus 10, got the 10. I think one wins by like 3 points still, even though this was not actually the optimal move. But I think one still wins. Wait. What, 6? And 6? Oh, but one still wins. One still wins because Pushkin was the starting player, right? Yeah, it must be so. I'm gonna actually quickly check that Pushkin actually was the starting player. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Pushkin started, which means that Mr. One wins 2-1 and takes the 4th point for Taiwan. And Taiwan beats Tutejšyja 4-1. A lot of ties actually in this match. I think 3 ties, which is kind of insane. A lot of ticks need to be tapped in the result submittings. Sakura-Kim is a she. Well, I don't know. Unless someone can confirm, then I don't know. Anyways, that doesn't affect on the result, which is that Tutejšyja Taiwan ends in 1-4, and let's for one more time take a look at the standings. So Tutejšyja will be having 2 matches played, 1 match won, 5 dual wins, 5 dual losses, and then some X amount of games won. Then Taiwan will have 2 matches played, 2 matches won, 8 duels won, 2 lost, and I think Taiwan will be taking the first spot in the Group E after today's performance, since they have better tiebreakers. So the amount of duels won versus the amount of duels lost is 4 for Portugal but 6 for Taiwan. So I think that will make the difference. United States and Hong Kong will have actually they played yesterday but still haven't still just haven't submitted the results, but it did end up in a 3-2 win for Hong Kong, which means that Hong Kong will be on 4th place, and United States on the 5th place, and unfortunately Finland will stick around on the 6th place, likely for might even stick around after the next week, even if we got the win, as our tiebreakers are not exactly the best at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But as a quick summary is that Portugal and Portugal and Taiwan are doing fantastic job at the moment. 2 matches played, 2 matches won, and Tutejšyja and Hong Kong at the moment are fighting for that 3rd spot. Next match is going to be starting, I think, after about half an hour. It's going to be France versus Vietnam, and it's going to be starting at 12 UTC, so just after half an hour. Like 25 minutes from